She knocked and said, "I heard you need someone to cook." The cowboy who had lost his wife saw her little girl behind her and said quietly, "I think I need a family." Wyoming land, summer 1879. Elena stood on the wooden porch of Garrett Ranch as the sun set behind distant hills. She held a heavy iron pot and an old cookbook, her hands shaking with exhaustion and hope. "Sir, I heard you need someone to cook." Her voice was calm, but her trembling revealed her desperation. Marcus Garrett opened the door slightly, his tall frame silhouetted by lamplight. He'd lived alone since his wife died 3 summers ago, keeping the ranch running but not his heart. Behind Elena's skirts emerged a little girl with dark curls and careful eyes. "Ruby," Elena said softly as the child gripped her sleeve. Marcus stepped back. He hadn't allowed strangers in since then. But something broke inside him seeing the child's eyes, not asking for pity, but to belong. His voice came rough as uncut wood. "I think I need a family." Elena froze. Ruby stared in surprise. Marcus opened the door wide and stepped aside. That evening, Elena moved through the small kitchen making her mother's meat pie. The smell of thyme and brown butter filled the air, softening the house's hard edges. Marcus sat watching her work in silence. When she served him, he ate quietly until his plate was clean, then washed his own dish. Ruby helped clean, but soon curled up in the chair by the fireplace, his wife's old rocker, unused for 3 years. Marcus pulled out a woolen blanket, his wife's, and gently covered the sleeping child. Elena watched from the sink, breath-catching. She hadn't expected such kindness from a man with so many walls. The next day, Marcus brushed his aging mare in the corral. The horse had one clouded eye but remained gentle. Elena brought him lemon water. "She yours?" "Stella. Had her since before the war." He met her eyes briefly. "Named after my wife." She understood why he treated the horse like living memory. "You from Georgia?" he asked, recognizing her accent. "Born in Macon. Lost my father and brothers at Antietam, Mama soon after." She paused. Ruby's father disappeared before she could say her first word. No wedding, just a mistake made in trust. Marcus nodded slowly. Names mean something. The silence between them felt less necessary than before. When storm clouds gathered, Elena climbed onto the roof with hammer and shingles to fix loose boards. "You shouldn't be up there," Marcus called, following. They worked together, she held boards, he hammered. When she slipped on a dusty beam, his hand shot out, gripping her wrist, anchoring her. "I've got you," he said, voice low and rough. Their faces were inches apart, breath mingling, hearts racing. Ruby's voice from below broke the spell. "Dinner's ready." As they climbed down, Marcus's words echoed, "I meant what I said. I've got you." The next morning, Elena discovered a bundle of letters in an old drawer. The feminine handwriting made her heart tighten. "Marcus, my love, I know the fever will win this time. Don't let your grief become the house you live in. Grieve me, but do not bury yourself with me. Signed, Stella." That evening, Marcus surprised her by pulling the second chair, always empty, closer to the fire. "She always sat there," he whispered. "Stella said I shouldn't let grief become my house." Elena sat beside him. "And now? Now maybe I need someone else to help build the next one." A well-dressed stranger arrived claiming to be Ruby's father's cousin, demanding custody with forged papers. "I'm Warren Keyes, kin to Samuel Langdon. I've come for the child." Elena's voice shook with fury. "You worked with the quartermaster, got thrown out for bribery. You think you can use my child to silence me?" Marcus stepped between Warren and the porch. "This house ain't yours. This child ain't yours." Warren threatened to return with a warrant before riding off. "We'll get ahead of this," Marcus told Elena. "Bring the truth before he does." Marcus rode to town, meeting lawyer Joseph Elliott with Elena's papers, proof of her story and place beside Ruby. "Humanitarian guardianship," Elliott explained. "I can make you legal custodian, clear Elena's record of unverified accusations." Marcus returned with stamped documents making them Ruby's legal guardians. Elena clutched the papers, tears falling not from fear, but because she finally felt protected by law, not just love. "You did all this," she whispered. No one's taking you from here, Marcus replied. When Warren returned with deputies, Joseph Elliot appeared with townspeople, mothers, farmers, teachers. Elena and Marcus are Ruby's legal guardians, Elliot declared. This man is under investigation for fraud. The baker's wife stepped forward. Elena's cooked for half this town, never asked for anything back. Warren rode off defeated. That evening, townspeople returned with gifts and hung lanterns along the fence. Every home deserves light, the blacksmith's wife smiled. This one has 3. Ruby wrote in her notebook, a house needs 3 people who won't give up on each other. Under the stars, the Garrett house became a home.